Right, let's pick up on some news that broke earlier tonight. The media was ordered off Wits campus today following violent protest action. And let's just get a view from somebody who was there. Joining us in studio is SABC News reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa. Thank you. So the last time we spoke, you were on the campus. Just give us a bit of a timeline, because we also had reports from our reporter Griselda Lewis earlier. Was she inside? You then went there this afternoon. Tell us what happened when you got to Wits.
Well, when I got to Wits, then we were informed that the media was not allowed inside. We were prevented from entering the institution from the gate. And this has been the situation.
And this was earlier this afternoon?
Yes, this afternoon. So this was not only today, but this has been happening since Wednesday. As you know, the protest did start happening on Wednesday when students were forced out into the streets. And today, this morning, you will remember that our colleague Griselda Lewis was there in the morning, and she was inside and she was also forced out yet again. And then she managed to go back inside when the students forced their way into the institution. She was later then escorted out. We as other journalists had to get in or try to continue, in order to continue telling the story, which has gained public interest, was to enter the premises unlawfully, or not necessarily unlawfully, but, you know, by hook or crook, use any means necessary. I don't want to go into too much detail as to how I managed to get in.
No problem.
It's fine, but I had to, well, if I'm being honest, we had to lie and say that we were there to register as a short-term, for short-term courses at the institution, and that's how I managed to get in. And when we got inside, we saw students gathered in front of the swimming pool there, and they were waiting for a report back. Soon after, some SRC representatives came back. They then started chanting slogans and moving towards the Great Hall, and that's where you saw the visuals that I brought through, that I was able to get using a cell phone. And that's when we saw 3 police nyalas coming towards the students. And at this point, the students were very scared. And it's unclear if the university is deliberately intimidating the students out of the protest, because the students were very scared, and some of them even started running away before others told them, no, don't run away, you know, just come back and let's carry on and let's not stand down. And then after that, we saw campus security coming and pulling the media away from the students, telling them that they've been instructed to escort them out.
So these were other journalists.
Yes.
You were watching from a distance and you saw other journalists being taken away.
Well, the other journalists were being taken away, including myself. I was also being pulled away with them. And I then got a video of cell phone footage of the campus security manhandling one of our media colleagues.
Explain manhandling. I didn't get to ask you that earlier. Was he resisting? Was there hitting? Was there shoving?
Okay.
Tell me more.
Of course. So at some point, one of the security personnel is holding Bule. He was not resisting, he was cooperating, and they pull him. And after that, you know, they're not only, he's asking, but please don't touch me. I'm cooperating. I'm moving. Please don't do that. And the security then, you know, starts, you know, carrying him, trying to pull him by the belt and to force him to walk in the opposite direction. There's a video of this that I have uploaded on social media. And this is when we all come close. I mean, I'm recording this and I'm asking if the security guard is going to manhandle a journalist. And, you know, then Pule says, but we are allowed here. But it seems as though we are not allowed on the premises. And this is a decision that was taken by management and is being shared on the Wits media group, that media is not allowed on the premises because it seems as though the media is fueling the tension and fueling the protests. But when you're on the ground, it doesn't seem like that, because the students are worried that if the media is not there to catch what happens on camera, you know, they might be shot down by the police, or something horrible might happen to them. And these are the sentiments that they shared with us when we spoke to them just after we had been escorted away from them, and we had these 3 Inyalas standing right in front of us. And now on my way back, I was speaking to our colleague, a radio colleague, Tipo Pachane, who said there were 7 police vehicles, JMPD vehicles, that went inside, and 1 SABC vehicle that was also also gone in, and it's unclear if the university is really just trying to use force and intimidate the students from continuing with the protest. We understand that they are locked in a meeting. We were told that there was a meeting at 6 with management and SRC representatives. We had hoped to get the report back and to stay until after that meeting has been concluded. However, I mean, we don't have a camera inside, we don't have anything, and batteries are dying, so I had to get out.
All right, well, thank you for that update. From my perspective as a journalist, and you can tell me if you agree, I think it's justified to go in. We do that as journalists to be a check on power, to see how both sides are behaving. In fact, today we had visuals of students throwing stones and security guards retaliating. So we're monitoring the behavior of both sides. Of course, there's always the risk that somebody will play up to the camera. That is a risk in a democracy with a free press, but the gains of a free press being allowed access outweigh those, we think. So we will continue to follow that situation, I'm sure, from your perspective.
Certainly, we will. I will be heading back.
Thank you very much, Mbalenhle Mthethwa, and we'll bring you any updates as soon as we can from Wits University tonight.